person. Hey. We got special guests on the podcast. My sister, the #1 fan of the MTMJ podcast with the wife. And we back. Episode 178.
Okay.
Oh, get that shit.
You got it right this time. Hey, y'all. Okay.
I'm going to get that shit right this time.
I got to talk to the mic. Hey, y'all. How y'all?
Yes. Welcome.
You just what? I got to talk to the mic. I was talking too far. I said, hey, y'all. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, shit. We gotta just happy to be here.
Hey, Naja, as I look at you with the camera thing, you got that casket sharp.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Casket sharp? What is supposed to be casket sharp? Baby, casket. And they be looking blue, white, and chalky. What you trying to say?
Welcome back to episode 178 of MTMJ Podcast with the wife with guest
Janaza. I'm just happy to be here.
Hey.
Little sis, but the big one at the same time. You heard? Oh, she said, you know,
that made you feel good?
it's the little knives, but the big knives, you know.
All right, so look, we got a plethora of things on this daggone topic of this, but I want to start out with the first one. I feel like the pod gods really be knowing me, and God don't miss on me. They might miss on them people.
All right, what people?
But they ain't missing people. Let's talk about turkey leg.
Oh, there was some turkey legs missing on Thanksgiving.
Well, a few weeks ago, they said they was closing for cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had been shut down by the health department for multiple violations. Some of them deadly to the public. Right? A few days after that, James Fortune came out and said that they invested $300,000 into that business and they've yet to see a dime of their money back. Well, like my God always shows me when it's time to part.
What did he show you?
The devil, boy, he always coming for the people that need him. Turkey leg hooks. They out here being foul, man. That's why they out of business. They filed for chapter.
Closed indefinitely.
Oh yeah, no more. That cleaning turned into an indefinite suspension.
So it turned into a real cleaning, like they got to sell on assets to pay these people.
They got to pay people back. But I knew something was fishy though when James Fortune came out and said that he had to file some sort of paperwork to try to get some of his money back. I knew that was deeper than just deep cleaning.
Have either one of y'all been there for like to the tournament? Yeah. I've heard all the hype about it, but I've heard mixed reviews. And that's crazy because we was supposed to do a girls trip to Houston. But I've gotten in a place where it's like now how things are like going out. I don't enjoy it anymore.
Oh no, she doesn't. So we used to enjoy going to the movie theaters. She don't want to do that anymore.
I don't enjoy it. Like I used to be excited to go to brunch. I used to be excited to get together and go out and just have dinner and all that. Now I'm not excited about it because one, after the pandemic, you know, a lot of people are trying to still recover. So therefore the servers, you get what I'm saying? They're burnt out. There's not enough service. So when you don't get something, you as a person, you like, damn, why is it taking so long? Yeah. You know, then you get something and it's not right. You don't want to send it back and get something else because who say what they going to do? So now you like, I don't even want it no more. I don't even want to be here. Like, you can't enjoy stuff like you used to. Then now you go places and groceries is so damn high. So shit that used to be $20, $30 is now $60 and $100. And you like, for what? Like you done dropped the portion size, you done dropped the flavor. Like the ambiance and stuff just don't give what it used to give anymore. I'd rather sit at home, cook. We sit, drink, have a good time, kick, chill, you know, when everybody decide to leave, But going out, it ain't what it used to be. Plus, with you being a cook, you have a particular taste in how you want things. But you know, you can't expect what you want everywhere. Right. But you want to go and have a good time and enjoy what you pay your money for. Right. See, that's the biggest thing, is enjoying what you pay your money for, then just going somewhere just because everybody else putting a hype out just to get you to go. It's plenty of places I don't went to. People be like, you gotta go here, you gotta do this. And you be like, get there and be like, what? Like, It wasn't worth the hype. At all. No, I feel it. Nope.
And stuff be expensive. Ain't nobody got time. I can be inside drinking my wine, making my own food, watching my.
Take a nap, wake up, and do it again.
Yep.
All right, so look, while we're talking about food and eating, everybody just came back from Thanksgiving.
And I didn't have to cook.
You know, we all celebrated Thanksgiving away from our family, our intermediate family. But once I get this mic together,
Yeah, I think it's in the cord. As soon as the cord moves, probably.
I think it might be in the cord too.
Yeah.
Well, who hit the cool?
Ain't nobody hit the cord. That damn
I'm
thing just
recording,
started its own self.
Let's see. Put me in, coach.
Oh, yeah, and then the more I do shit, the worse it gets.
Take me out, coach.
Yeah, might have to take me out. Testing.
No, that's not it. It's just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't do it. Sure, you might, babe. Don't worry. Next time we have a guest, we're gonna be better prepared for guests, regardless. But we do this 2-man show so often. I don't be expecting or thinking about even adding guests because I feel like I always just be comfortable just having the conversation going all right. But we got to do better. I got to do better. And yeah, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna get it together. I mean, that's such is life, yo. But speaking of Thanksgiving, and how was yours?
It was good. It was good. I had Thanksgiving with my friends that live here in DC.
Oh shit!
And it was like a plethora of food. So much food.
So let me ask you this: Did you go alone or did you go with Jesus?
Jesus was with me. Jesus is with me all the time. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's who you're dating, right?
Yeah, that's who I'm dating.
Oh, thank God.
I am.
So we spoke during just pre-production, just preparing for the podcast about you were around people that's trying to change their life and they don't want to use the words like fuck, pussy, dick. Any of them bad words.
They have some decorum, y'all. They don't use profanity.
That's what you said, but I don't give two shits about decorum. If you in a mode, right? Oh yeah, I forgot you were greener. If you're in the mode, if you're in the mode and you just feel like that's one of those moments to say it, do you feel like that will be offensive to the situation?
I mean, like if it just comes out, it slips out. They're not judgmental friends. They're not like, oh dang, Janaz are cursed. But and even before being there, I've been working on me not using a lot of profanity. Oh, that's something I've been working on personally.
That's beautiful. Okay. So, now we had Friendsgiving at our home and hosted by my wife.
That we did.
And
was hey.
We talked about it without really having any knowledge about what was going to happen during this Friendsgiving. But now we're here to recap the Friendsgiving. You know what I found I thought was appropriate? It felt like everyone arrived on time.
Mm-hmm.
My wife.
Right behind each other.
And I appreciated that, because so many times you host gatherings and you can't get people to get to the gathering at a timely fashion. Specifically, did you arrive to your gathering yesterday on time?
I mean, I was there the whole time. I had to help cook and everything. So,
okay. Is that appropriate to ask the guests to help cook?
So they didn't ask. I'm the type of person where I just couldn't sit there and watch.
Oh,
I went on and said,
"Yeah, I know help. You are.
You know me.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to sit there.
You are invited.
I was like, where can I help? What am I doing? Chopping up some vegetables. What am I doing?
So what
put it in the stove. So I helped with the dressing. I chopped up all the vegetables and everything for the dressing, and then I helped cook the mac and cheese.
So let me ask you another question. I got one more.
Okay.
Is this less Thanksgiving and more Friendsgiving? Because our last pod, I found out exactly what Friendsgiving is, and actually watching my wife host Friendsgiving, I got a better understanding of what Friendsgiving is. Mm-hmm. At first, I thought it was just a glorified potluck.
I mean, kinda.
Do you think what you went to yesterday was a Friendsgiving? Because you gave, as a friend, your time to supporting the Friendsgiving, not Thanksgiving.
And I bought some food too. I think.
Oh shit!
I think it's like my mind, I thought it was a Friendsgiving. I know traditionally a Friendsgiving is supposed to be before Thanksgiving, but I thought of it as a Friendsgiving because I was with my friends, not just with family. I mean, I see them as family, but they're my.
You don't know what you just high-fived to.
I don't.
Okay.
I just didn't want to leave you hanging. That's just
you wasn't gonna do you.
Our podcast just leave you hanging.
No, use a guest. Use a guest, man. Use a contributor.
Okay.
So the next time you come back, you're not a guest.
Oh, heard. Okay.
Heard. Wait till I get to the point where I can pay somebody some sprinkle some more money if I.
Basically, you're gonna pay me.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
No, I didn't do that. I'm just saying, But you see where I'm going? Oh, boy, we 14 minutes in. We only did one topic. No. Don't push that mic back.
You ain't gotta hold on, push it back. You ain't gotta pay me. I want a hoodie. I want that hoodie. Right?
That's payment. That's still paying you.
Still, it's not money. It's not cash.
I'm paying money to get that hoodie when you can pay money to get your own hoodie. I'm not at that point. Look at her face. Ooh. Hey, look, that is the face she make when I feel like I have to nail face cue. That's one of the things I had to really be aware of at Friendsgiving because I was told my humor can be a little dark.
Mama!
So what I did
now you see me, now you don't.
Oh, I played that role hard. No, don't turn the mic. Elaborate. She wants to understand what do you mean.
I'm sure she's seen it before.
No. What do you think that means? Pass the mic back.
You disappear.
Holy shit. Do I do that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say that on the pod. I'm thinking probably. But I mean, I've seen it before. Not in you.
Holy shit! That is the devil. That's
your daddy. Son. You your daddy. We gonna drink to that.
Shit. That's offensive.
All right. So again, Friendsgiving was amazing. We had a great time. Everyone ate good and then looked at me crazy when I said time to play games. Everybody done already been drinking and eating, and everybody got their comfy spot, and they like knocked out. What?
No, you want to do what? Everybody was in that mode. Like,
you want to do an activity? We done been drinking, smoking, doing all these things, and then you want us to focus on a game.
That's hard.
I'll tell you one thing that came out of that podcast is edibles.
Out of the podcast?
Right.
I mean, oh shit.
Get it together. You had edible?
I love that energy. I don't talk her well. Oh boy, you. I like it for you.
That's your system.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, them edibles at Friendsgiving. I tell you what,
those are dangerous.
Oh.
You want to play a game?
Oh. Oh no! I didn't do that. I knew it was a reason why. My God, I continue to say, my God, don't miss on me. There's and I play with this a lot, but my wife can tell you when I say he don't miss on me, he don't miss on me. He knew right then and there I didn't need them edibles during that Friendsgiving. All the dark humor I could have thought of would have came out of that damn thing. All would have been bad. All really.
Me happened to pre-prep him.
We had a whole oh my God.
I had to sit in practice mode.
We went
practice mode.
So you think we'd be on this podcast just talking, but we don't give up everything. We've went to at least two, like my wife has really been getting us into this like double dating type of house situation. So the first gathering,
we've been going to adult game night.
She over here saying my shit was my way. At least point was thinking about.
You wasn't getting it out right.
He's supposed to double date and such shit. No, we've been going because not everybody's in a couple or with somebody. We've been going to adult game night. I've been getting him out to go around other people.
Where you, baby?
You know. I don't like people. I don't like people, but he really don't like people.
Your son even know. That's why he laughed.
And it's crazy because I don't think I would ever understand or get it as to how people gravitate to us, and we're not people like just like prime example. I was in Restaurant Depot, minding my goddamn business, shopping. And this lady comes up to me and she's like, "You're married." I have shades on. I'm looking at the seasoning that I need to get, and I'm like, I want that one, but do I want that one this time? So I'm great. And she's like, "You're married." That's exactly what I did. Her coworker is behind her, and she's like,
"Oh, I wasn't there. I'm just looking at that's where the issue lies."
So she's like, "No, you're married to Mike. I watch y'all podcast or whatever." And so here I go.
She not ready for that though.
Here I go. I put my glasses on. I'm like, "And who are you?" Because she's like, "Mike, I know Mike." And I'm like, so I FaceTime. You know her?
You can't be like that. Y'all got fans. You can't be like that with your fans. That was a fan.
You know the one thing I never wanted to do when the podcast got like big? I don't want to ever consider no one as fans. I consider people family.
Well, look at that. Well, you can't be like that with your family.
It was your Mike's wife. And I'm like,
"Oh, what'd he do?"
because this has been the first, second, or third time that I've been out somewhere and somebody comes to me and I'm like, "Oh, I worked with him." And then they be like, "Oh, I watched the pod." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm like, "You know her?" And he is talking shit. Talking shit.
What's up, girl?
I'm like, he's talking shit.
Yeah, he look old as shit now. But people, when they know me, there's no malice coming from it. It's more like that's my way of showing love.
That's him. That's how he is with anybody. Don't care who it is. He gonna talk shit to you. No, if you're old, young, he gonna talk shit to you. That's just the person he is.
Not very.
But the thing is, if he's under the influence,
Oh, it's OC.
that person becomes
Sarcastic.
a sarcastic asshole.
Oh boy.
Like I gotta give him the look like,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She shut me
because
down.
like, sir,
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Am I right? He jumping off. Yeah. That's that. So we've been going to some game nights.
Uh-huh.
And have a good time. Just motherfucker.
You don't know that.
Don't let him get another man in his corner that don't speak up for himself. Because he's gonna intensify the littlest thing that person will say. Has this one friend. His laugh is contagious. Like when he laughs, it's like, oh, you can't have one to not laugh. Because it's one of those. It's like laugh. He's like, dog, why are you laughing? Like, why are you laughing like that? But that's his laugh. And it was so funny. The good thing is, he wasn't out here at the moment that this conversation was being had. So we were playing Tipsy Land and Drink Up. Two of the board games together. It's not you played this one, you played that one. We played them together. And it said, the youngest person takes a shot. Right?
Keep in mind, I was the youngest person.
No. You weren't even out there.
Oh.
At Thanksgiving when we played. The youngest person takes a shot.
I was out there. I came out there because then that's when they asked me when was I born. I was out there.
That was after the word of saying when they thought the guy with the contagious laugh, he was like, they was like, nah, D goes, he gotta be the oldest person. He like 53. No, the guy with the contagious laugh.
I'm gonna ride this young baby face.
man, he looked like he about 53. And the way that the laugh,
how old is he for real?
and everybody scrubbed, and even him, the way he laughed at it was just like.
But I'm like his instigator though.
Yes. Hey, around each other, it's like
you would thought we known each other for a long time.
I know. If I say this, Mike gonna say it.
Because see, she don't want to get to the shits. There was a sequence that happened at that Friendsgiving that could have been blown out of proportion, and that's where I want to focus on how far grown people have came. Because you got to think, most times when those situations happen, folks that intoxicated or under the influence or something, it can go to a whole different level. So there was a moment where I caught it, and I don't, and this is because of me, and I'm under the influence, but I caught it, and my eyes just was like, oh shit! But he caught it and bust out laughing. But it went over everybody's head, and I'm sitting there to myself, thank God no one did catch me.
Right.
That's when your girl was saying your breath was stank or you got bad taste buds. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whose breath?
I'm trying to figure out. We had a laugh, like, I don't know.
Things happen multiple times. This one motherfucker basically called him to his face, stranger danger. Because we were playing a game that required that we were playing a game. I can explain this. We were playing. Ooh, did you feel it? I felt it too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
I want to hear you explain it and do it right.
Okay.
Since you can explain.
We were playing a game that required you, if you were to lose it, to put your take a selfie with everybody and post it. Boom. Ooh, she didn't think I could do it, and I proved her wrong. Episode 178. Anyway, it was a game where we wanted to play where we were if you lost, you're supposed to take a selfie with everybody. This said person was like, I don't know, yeah, stranger danger. What? She know I'm right. She thought I forgot. I'm not gonna forget shit like that. The fuck I look like? I'm sitting there in it. I can see it. I saw what happened because he was offended.
But
I was looking right at him.
He knew what to do. He tried to breeze right on past it and go into something.
What was clear? They too also had that same exact conversation me and my wife had. The pre-conversation. There was plenty of examples that I knew because I had never met him before. This was my first time meeting her boyfriend, my wife's friend's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know what I was gonna get from it, but I quickly learned that they also had the same conversation that me and her had by his demeanor. He had that I'm gonna go too far, but I can't because someone told me not to.
Restrictions.
Oh boy, I'm talking about no. Their conversation was probably just as long as ours because ours lasted like 4 days.
Not 4 days.
She had to sprinkle stuff in, and then we had the real big one right before the day started. The night before, the real big one. As she was telling me to clean this room up and make it presentable for people I did not ask to come in here. Yeah, she made sure. Because she told me this. Because you be doing too much sometimes. And I said, girl, I must not going to do nothing. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to do nothing. Right? But I felt like I did everything she told me not to. I was quite drunk and quite under the influence. And because there was so much other good stuff happening around me, there was no room for me to chime in. I felt like God didn't miss on me.
God kept making you Houdini.
That might have been.
Because every time it might have also, say, hey babe, you gonna do, he was gone.
That might also have been.
Him and my friend that I call my brother were gone. Anytime in the thread, those two were missing. And I said, I guarantee you, they in here.
Yeah.
So basically, it sounded like there were so many instructions as far as what you was prepping them for. You say, forget all that, just disappear.
But I would also say this. I am sure at your Friendsgiving, Did you ever get the feeling that, okay, these people were pre-prepared for this party?
No, it was very free flowing. It wasn't like
Oh,
that.
well, everybody can't have
We
fun.
can't have fun.
You know how? Because game night 2 that we attended, I was sitting at the bar and I was feeling good. I was feeling so much good. I was rocking and rubbing my legs. There was something said. I couldn't see my wife. But the moment I uttered half of what I should have said out, she peeked around that goddamn refrigerator so fast, and I was like, never mind.
He was feeling that good.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something. The fact that I got to be this way is a turn on for me.
How?
Because that means my wife loves me. Yeah. The fact that she has to prepare me for situations like gatherings. It's a sure preparation that she cares about my well-being.
Or the fact that she really knows you.
Okay, you can call it what you call it.
That's what I'm saying. So it might be.
That's your opinion.
Okay.
Right?
I was guessing, I was asking. Maybe that's the thing that it is. Like, oh, my wife knows who I am and how I am.
Oh, yeah. We've been rambling a little bit. But that was a good...
And by me knowing him and knowing me, because also that game night, it was a situation with the person that was there that I just was not feeling. So
I got her. So, I sobered up so fast. She uttered something that was supposed to be under her breath out loud. And I was like, oh yeah, it's time for us to go. We don't got time for that. Man, my wife would have slung that damn girl all across that goddamn kitchen. And I would have been like, oh no.
Hold up, she said something slick at the...
It's just, I'm going to tell you.
Giving at y'all house?
No.
Oh, okay.
This was a game night at someone else's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got us up out of there. Okay. You know? Because I honestly felt the energy wasn't God protecting us giving. No. It was time for the party to be over for us. And everyone knew it. You could feel it. God saw it all. And all her friends saw it too. But I was the one that had to step up and get us up out of there. There was a fire that's about to be lit, and I am not a firefighter. I am not throwing no water. It is time to go.
It's good that y'all are in sync like that.
Oh, we balanced.
Equally yoked. That's what it's saying in the Bible.
Is that what the Bible say?
Equally yoked.
Let them use you.
That's what's up.
God did.
That's nice.
Yeah. But also, Thanksgiving was amazing for us. We as a family went to the water park.
Something we love to do.
We went to Fogo. I'm not going to say the rest because I don't want to mess it up.
Fogo de show.
Yeah, what she said.
Fogo de show? What is that?
Oh,
when you get the keep it coming meat, they give you this card, right? And on the green side, it says, yes, please. On the red side, it says, no, thank you. So when you flip it on the green, they come around with all these different kind of meats. And they come to your table to see if you want it. If you want it, it slice it off. You grab with the tongs, you put on your plate. So then they have the salad bar, food bar that has different things from fruit to salads to charcuterie stuff, soups and rice, all types of stuff. But at the table, they bring you like mashed potatoes, plantains.
Hey, those mashed potatoes they really put some work in the mashed potatoes.
So
to be garbage.
This is the stuff that they bring to the table, and as long as you want it, your card says green. It will keep coming to your side.
They definitely will. But they'll keep coming even if it's red.
No. If somebody's is green and like him, he don't believe in flipping. So if they come to the table and they like, you got, he like, yeah, let me get that. Your card is red, sir. Follow the rules.
My only thing I'm starting to wonder is do they cross contaminate?
What do you mean?
From pork to chicken to red meat.
What do you mean?
Are they all cooking them in the same vicinity?
In the same pans or pots?
In the same vicinity. It's all in the kitchen.
That's what I'm saying. So they push out a lot of meat.
Right.
if they're roasting their chicken, are they also cooking their steak in that same area, their pork in that same area? Like for instance, I was barbecue spot came to my job not too long ago, right? And my first question was, when you smoke that chicken, did you smoke it in that same area with the pork? And his thing was, yeah, we put it all together.
Right.
That's what I mean. That's the food be so good. It didn't dawn on me to think about that and to actually name.
But see, the difference of smoking something and open pit cooking something. Okay, so when some people smoke stuff, they smoke stuff over the fire, like on a rack, right? So you may put ribs on this side or chicken on this side. Or mostly when people smoke and do stuff, they do like chicken and beef first and pork last. So even if it's cooked on the same thing, the pork wasn't cooked first. You know what I'm saying? So that's some things that some people like at Fogo. Everything comes out on a skewer stick, right? So they normally use like a roaster oven type thing. Even if it's cooked on it, you know that on your skewer stick was not pork. When they pull it out, it's chicken, right? Now, the difference will be if this cooked on a rotating skewer stick and they put the pork at the top and the beef and chicken under, then that's the difference because that means the drippings from the pork can fall onto the chicken and onto the steak.
But do you think you have an idea whether that's possible?
What?
That could have possibly happened?
I mean,
because I don't eat pork, I'm not saying I'm allergic to it, but there's some people that really have a problem with pork, and they don't want no juices on their food, no nothing.
But normally,
like my uncle, for instance, he's a no pork eater at all, so he ain't eating nothing that's even remotely close to being, if he even was near.
But that's a lot of people that say that, but people eat cornbread.
So what you thinking?
No, because I've worked at a restaurant before. The only time I've seen that they have like changed out pans, if I get a customer and they have like a card saying I'm allergic to all of these things, I've watched them change out all the pans because of that particular personal allergy. Like we have to go in and say, hey, we got an allergy, like yell it out for them to know and let even everybody in the restaurant know, and they change out all the pans.
And let me ask you this. How difficult did you feel it was for them to do that, and how did it affect everybody else in the restaurant that was also eating?
It just takes some time. I know that order's gonna take a while, and I'll let the customer know, like, hey, because you have an allergy, we're doing some special things for you. It might take a minute, but we'll make sure that your food is safe.
Okay, then my question to be is, how can we determine? That's what I'm saying. If you looking at Fogo, and I promise you, Fogo is bomb as shit. And I'm only parting. I'm only using my pod mind here. I'm trying to figure out if you're in a business where you're pushing out the amount of meat that they push out, Pauls, to all of us that's in there. It could be 100 to 200 people at once. How can you? Let's be efficient here.
Easy. You have ovens for different things. So if this is a pork oven, all pork goes in this oven. Chicken and beef can go together.
That's your mindset.
Not all restaurants might work.
But I'm saying, he said Fogo.
Yeah.
In my head, because of how they bring the stuff out, it will make sense. If I'm constantly pulling pork, I'm pulling it from this because this is where the pork is. If I'm serving chicken, I know I can get chicken and steak from over here. And that's even with people who does like health inspections and stuff like that. Their biggest thing is, where's your seafood and where's your pork? Because those are two things that you can't play with. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So beef and stuff, you got people get rare. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that, whatever. But when it comes to seafood and pork, it's like, okay, what's what? And a lot of people, even if they roast stuff in the same smoker or whatever, even if they roast stuff in the same smoker and stuff, they try to make sure that pork is at the bottom. So if pork falls on anything, it's falling on the coals and stuff like that, but it's not falling on another meat that it can cross-contaminate.
Okay.
And if you was to get something that has pork on it, if you know that you don't eat pork, you're gonna know the difference in the taste.
I'll say this though, because what you're saying is right. However, when you have a mass production of stuff, there's a possibility that things can happen. I've seen in the restaurant. It's a certain protocol of things, how things are supposed to go.
And
but
how
if it's a holiday,
for efficiency.
If it's a holiday and you got all, which I've seen it, and you got all these orders coming through.
Oh, this was a good song.
Sometimes they might forget they supposed to put the pork over there, the chicken over there, you know.
Or if I'm in her mindset, right, and we know that we got this is going to be a holiday one. We are focused on reservations, basically. We know we got a strong reservation list. That means probably either the day before we don't prep. The prep, and I'm not saying whatever restaurant is on either lower or higher than Fogo. What I'm saying is, for me, I work also security in a restaurant, and I saw how they prep for days like Thanksgiving, like things that are edible, like your mashed potatoes, your veggies, all that other good stuff. They prepping the night before. So they already know, okay, we need to make sure we got the clean potatoes. We got to make sure we got all the veggies clean and done when they chopped up and whatever. But as far as meats, the same thing. They prepping them and they put them in fridges.
Yeah.
And they might be sitting there, what she just said, we're not thinking about skewers or whatnot. It's all in pans. But I also wouldn't think in my mind, right, and I think this is probably gonna be something that you probably about to say, that they're gonna spend the time every time someone come in, we're re-racking every re-rack to take out. So that's why I'm thinking.
I'm thinking more so of cross contamination will also come from somebody's gloves than the actual food itself. Because if somebody is prepping, right, and they're like, "Oh, you need chicken," they got these gloves. Okay, cool. I done did the chicken or whatever. All right, no problem. They so big of a habit of wiping on that towel instead of changing gloves. Now, okay, I done did the chicken. That might be this pork. Let me go ahead and skew this pork. Oh, you need more chicken? Okay, let me do this chicken again. You know what I'm saying? That be the biggest thing of cross contamination is people not changing their gloves.
I'll say that.
And also the Waffle House people that don't clean it. And be scraping shit.
No. You won't bring that down. I'm not giving a shit.
You can't tell me you don't eat pork if you eat at Waffle House.
Man, I don't eat pork.
You don't have no stipulations.
I see what they do.
If you eat at Waffle House,
man, don't spear that.
You eat pork
towards Waffle House.
If you eat at Waffle House, you eat pork.
Man, listen here,
you eat waffles, right?
Man,
Michael, you eat the waffle, right? Have you ever looked at the Waffle House batter ingredients?
I looked at the Waffle House.
Have you looked at the ingredients?
It's delicious.
Have you looked at the ingredients?
Can you stop looking at me like that?
Because there's so much I want to say, but I'm not going to say.
No, turn the mic.
I'm not going to say the rest.
It's the biggest. Have he looked at the ingredients?
No,
what's the? I looked at the ingredients.
All I'm going to say is, with me working in a restaurant, this restaurant that I was working at.
You wasn't working at Waffle House?
I sure wasn't. It was known to supposed to be like a 5-star restaurant. And I'm just gonna say, working there for the 2 years that I worked there, I've seen things.
Yeah.
So what you talking about, and what you talking cross contamination, all that stuff, when they are busy,
nobody got time to pay
are
attention
not
to protocol.
about that.
I watched
the
it
managers
yesterday.
ain't thinking about that. The cooks ain't thinking about that.
Listen.
Some of the servers ain't thinking about that. Some of the people that's cooking your food, they might be a little tipsy.
Yeah.
They might be a little high.
Yeah.
A lot of cooks are felons.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I know this.
It's
Everything
like
you
they
saying.
just trying to get that food out. And don't let it be like a special.
The only people they run background checks on is the damn chefs. And barely
No, they don't. Those are where the felons are.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It'd be the people that like your line cooks or you know how many people I used to kick out of the restaurant for security that I was working in. And again, I did hear. You know, I know chefs get down. Them probably be one of your biggest ones. But what I'm saying is, You ain't got to go to culinary school to be a dishwasher or a bus boy or a barback or all that. And so they just be picking them jokers up.
Right.
And you looking at the felons, them be the ones that you are on their ass, get it done quick, get it done quick. And they don't have time to worry about, oh, damn, I just cleaned something off the floor with these gloves. I need to change my gloves.
Chefs be felons too.
I know that. I agreed to you already.
Oh, okay.
But I'm talking about the process of changing gloves. I saw this.
Oh yeah, they don't be changing on gloves. I just let you know. Man.
You can have a boxes and boxes of gloves.
You don't have the time.
Memory is built on habits.
You don't have the time, especially on days when there are specials or deals.
And it's busy.
Like, I know the busiest times if you having holiday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduations, oh my gosh, no worry about no Father's Day. Yeah, the restaurant I worked at, like the busiest times you have Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Oh, can we focus? What the fuck? Damn, you highlight Father's Day not being important.
Because I want to know which spot is that they can, because a lot of places don't give two shits about a Father's Day.
We got to talk about it. I got some motivation. It was a pretty busy holiday. I got some motivation. We can finally get into
that. Was the busiest times.
That was the daddies in Alabama.
They can't about the daddies in Alabama, okay? You know, I'm gonna be going on here.
Academy?
Yes.
I don't think you get enough credit for that. Tell us about it.
14 years in, tuition-free, open enrollment, public charter high school. And we're a 9 through 16 model, which means we have 400 young people in high school. We also influence them once they graduate. So we influence over 1,400 young people. Secondary education, trade school, military, whatever they decide to do after school, 2-year community college, 4-year university, whatever they do, Chuck, we still support them after high school, and that life and that work has been game-changing.
I want to give you a flower.
You hear a lot of people talking about LeBron James and his Akron school, but no one talks about Jalen Rose's school that he's been that's been open and operating since 2011, and how many lives he's physically changed with the work he's doing in Detroit. He has his own school. Did you hear what he said? You didn't. I'm sorry that you don't have no headphones. So we're gonna work on that. Next time you come back,
you got me.
Yeah, I know. God did.
That's amazing. To basically really mean no kid left behind. You know how people, once a kid leaves, it's like, oh well. But what he said is, after high school, I got you. College, we got you. Like, real people that say, if you need something, reach out, we there. Not once you finish, you for the streets. And that's what's up. Since you said it's been 14 years.
14 years since been 2011. He's been operating that school, no threats of it closing, no nothing. That's amazing. I think that is work that is not talked about a lot, and folks don't focus on that.
Let some drama happen at the school.
Yeah, that's what they did with LeBron's school. As soon as some drama happened in the school, they felt like, I think I did hear, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure YouTube, somebody will. I felt like they felt like there was some embezzlement going on in LeBron's academy. The money wasn't money. So, and I might be wrong, but I'm sure you guys will. What you think about Drake suing UMG because he lost the battle?
Sore loser.
But you saw it? I'm going to tell you how we were. On our yearly sibling trip, boy, the way we was turning up to you.
They not like us.
They not like us. Don't
they
tell
not
me
like
that. That's I hate for the guys to hit the floor live because I'm not going to edit it out.
That's wrong. That's not right.
Yeah, but we not turning up. Hey, listen, they aren't
like us.
They not. But Drake, he said y'all not like him either. The first report was that he felt like there was a heavy influence of bots, and the label orchestrated money to a certain area of the market to influence the rise of not like us, and basically they used bots to do it. And then, he said that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. Now I want to sue for defamation of character because Kendrick Lamar called him a pedophile.
But there were things that Drake said about Kendrick. That wasn't true too.
I don't think.
Kendrick should sue Drake.
I promise you, I don't think that lawyer listened to any of Drake's diss songs when he decided to send that. Because the moment I saw defamation, I said, "Oh, didn't he accuse Kendrick Lamar of being a woman beater?"
Exactly.
So,
So a loser. That's what it gives.
I was just wondering that right?
It gives.
Joe Budden called him a basically an asshole in so many words. He said, you've been out here paying for people wives, doing what you're doing behind the scenes, and now because everyone's turning on you. But see, this is the problem with Drake. And I feel like Drake should just take this shit on the chin and let it ride. Artists as big as him have been humbled many a times. You know how many artists we felt like was booming and just dropped off? Let's go down to this. When the last time you heard something real from Rick Ross?
Ooh, nothing.
When the last time you heard something from DJ Khaled?
Oh, he on Rhythm and Flow. He a judge on Rhythm and Flow, and that's the new episode just came out.
Wow.
Listen, I'm just saying. I mean, that's
we used to hear we the best every 2 years.
Everybody been silent since Diddy been gone.
Oh,
listen. Meek Mills.
Because everybody been a part of the Diddy fiasco.
I want to say this when you brought up Meek Mill, though. The thing that Meek Mill did was he stayed in hiding for a while, and he came back. It was a point in time that he came back.
I'm not saying he's disappearing.
I just feel like Drake should have been quiet for a little while longer.
Yeah, he should have just
to put this lawsuit out when Kendrick just dropped the album too, that was bad. I don't know who his PR people, who they are, but they're not helping him.
I also say this, right. I think when you've been on the top for so long, sometimes being on the top, it just rushes to your head. I think he don't like not having to share the spotlight with someone else, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a problem for light-skinned people. Just light-skinned people in general.
It'll just be men in general.
Ooh,
the ego thing.
She looking at me with the horny eye. Or she looking at these sweatpants again. She told me to wait because the things I'm thinking.
Anyway, it can also be an ego thing, which is...
I don't have an ego. I'm not light-skinned. But I tell you...
I don't think it's just a light-skinned thing.
I think it's a light-skinned thing.
He was up there and then all of a sudden, one track puts you all the way down.
And I don't want you to tell
me.
What is your flavor for mild-colored men versus light-skinned men?
Mild
color.
White skin would be Drake.
So I haven't really talked to a lot of light skinned dudes.
Oh.
I've had crushes, but they never went nowhere.
Have you ever talked to one of them? At all?
Wow, no, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
All of mine been brown skin, dark skin.
I was hoping to go somewhere.
My cup of tea.
I don't like that shit.
I didn't like.
What you ain't like?
So when it comes to the colorism, right?
Oh shit.
I never liked my complexion. So I never wanted to talk to anybody my complexion because my retarded headspace was if ever I was to have an oopsie hiccup and have a baby, I didn't want another black ass baby, right? And I end up with a little black ass me, right? Go figure.
What?
But when I met your brother, he was white. Like,
he was a little bit light.
Man, he was like that. Like I could do
the same thing.
Like
he was lighter
to him, and he was changing the color.
She basically said I was the complexion of my feet.
Well, Coach was like that at 1.2, then he got darker when she was in Alabama.
So the heat did it.
For him to have darkened up.
I wonder what would have happened. I wonder. She still think I'm sexy. You should have seen the way she was looking at me. She was looking at me with the dot eye.
When I look at you with the dot eye.
Like I'm your dot.
I was looking at you with the black eye.
No, that ain't. He died.
You did not read that right, sir. You did not.
He didn't read that. You looking at the wrong eye.
Right. Get back and say. Get back and say.
Let's talk about your Drewski and should he be canceled for calling a little boy and his kid a fat boy.
Hey, so
What? He fat. How that work? I'm sorry.
So listen to me. I'm glad I no, stop right there. I am glad he is a perfect example of not being prepped before he get heavily influenced. That is the type of shit that happens when you get drunk and you say the first thing that come to your mind. But there's no ill intent behind it at all. It's just, okay, I'm drunk, fat boy.
Was this during the new
Dead Stream? Yes.
So.
Oh no, let me finish playing.
This little boy.
He acknowledged that he's a big dude and you a big dude.
No, what happened was they were sitting at a dinner table, right? And this little boy was supposed to be a part of the family that was doing like the Family Adams skit type thing. That was dressed up as the family.
Which one was he supposed to be?
And he's supposed to be Pugsy. Because he's a fat little boy, right? So Drewski says to him, he was like, so who the fat little nigga right there? That's what Drewski said, right? And
so we got it. We are here.
You ready?
He was ready for you to see from the view.
Yeah.
Not shooting at you to get your attention. But he made the comment, and they like, oh, he a little boy, and Drewski like, but he a fat little nigga. So I'm trying to ask them. So the mother is like, she's mad in her feelings because she's like, why
I'm gonna
would
tell you what the mother said. Here's what the mother said.
Why would Kai and that keep recording? First off, man, you know what his streaming is like, right? Secondly, you let your child be there without you. That's another thing. So you did it for money. And now you want to sit here and whine because your little fat ass little boy played country.
As a mom, I feel helpless that I couldn't get my son out of that house because of security and because of like the ADA or whatever she was telling me everything's okay when it wasn't. And I can't believe like Kaisa not kept letting this be filmed. I can't believe like he let this be out there that he's a part of Drewski humiliating my baby when my son was there to do an Addams Family skit. They lied to us, you guys. And then they're supposed to have a teacher on set or a monitor, and they didn't have no monitor for me to watch my son. And to sit here and watch my son cry and be bullied by this.
It's giving Karen tears.
For no reason, my son was just sitting there, you guys. You guys need to cancel Drewski. Because that's not okay what he did. You're not cool anymore, guys, and then you suck.
First of all, saying, ma'am, it's not going to get him canceled because you're saying, first off, you let your son play Pugsley, who is a fat little boy. That is one. If you were so concerned, you wouldn't let your child play that person.
First of all, my wife could tell you here now, she don't ever got a problem with calling her child a fat ass.
Look, at the end of the day,
you heard it from her first.
At the end of the day, no, I do not, because I'm a fat ass. And one thing you're not going to do is say anything to my child that is going to hurt my child's feeling by calling them fat. It's something that we already know. Now, one thing about being fat, we can always lose the weight. Yeah. But a motherfucker say something that you're ugly. You can't change your face if you're ugly. That's just one thing you can't do. And for her to sit there and do this fake crying and my son, you already knew what the situation was when it got there. And you should have did your background to make sure that all the people that were supposed to be in place was in place before you let this little fat ass sit there at that table. So now you're going to sit here and cry to get a check. That's what you want. You want some money. You want some clout. You want somebody to give a fuck about you. Girl, go roll them tamales and sit your ass down and let your ass eat.
Told you.
Yeah, I just, so like that was the only thing that was said on the whole stream.
That's what it seemed like she was offended by.
Yeah.
She felt like he was being Fat shame.
Those tears were
He got the
Oh,
he called him. But the thing is, you know he ain't mean no real harm because he called him a fat little nigga. That boy is clearly not black. He's clearly not what. Like, come on now. That was just Drewski talking, being Drewski.
like, as a mother, did you watch the other streams and know what type of content was going to be on there before you let your child on there? Like, come on.
He literally said, Drewski said, I'm a bigger dude, you're a bigger dude. He still called him a boy fat in comparison to apologize.
Yes, it's given.
When they sat there, the little boy held his hand to his ears when they were saying it or whatever. My whole thing is protect your kids at all costs.
Right.
When it comes to these things and wanting to be internet famous and all that stuff, protect your kids at all costs because you can't censor and block everybody.
Right.
People are going to say what they want to say. That's just like sitting here and podding and stuff. People, I'm quite sure, be like, damn, her fat ass always got something to say. And do the fuck? But at the end of the day, I know I'm fat.
And surprisingly, they don't.
But I'm just saying, I know fat. So if anybody would come and say something, that's the only thing people will literally sit and say. It'd be like, they're so insensitive. Or
just keep in mind, though,
the nigga. I don't care.
I am the person who responds to everybody.
I don't have access to that.
I've been very sarcastic, but also witty about every single response that I had.
Mm-hmm.
And if the biggest, I've said this from day one of the exception of us doing this podcast. If your biggest criticism is that we fat, then you got so much other things going on in your life that's just wrong.
That's all you have.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, because like people been spending a lot of time on that the conjoined twins comment. And when I tell you, when you get something that trends, you get an opportunity to see how people, not even just how people feel, but also how divided the world is, and also how people's sense of humor is just like piss poor.
It's gone.
Oh my God!
You can cancel over the smallest things.
I'm talking about 200 to 300 comments, and I promise you, 55% of them was like, "Oh my God, you guys are the worst. You're sitting here judging people with the world, and they're just trying to be normal, bitch." Let me tell you what I noticed about these same people that you claim don't want to be normal. No, they want to be normal. They want to take advantage of their fame, and they want us to talk about it, so we can keep on funding that shit. They want to get paid too. They had a TV show, so I don't always do my homework on a lot of the topics that I talk about in this part, but for that one, we spent value time researching everything we clowned them about. And they wanted to be clowned because they made it clownable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the thing that, like, once you put that media out there, you have to know that you're going to have
skin.
People. Yeah, you got to have thick skin. And
we built for it, baby.
I mean, any type of publicity now, people know whether it's good or bad, it's still
it's COE. It's COE, content over everything. That's why I think that Drake lawsuit is bullshit.
Yeah, it's bull.
I honestly think he is trying to drum up publicity for his tour. That nigga think he's flat. He is trying to make sure his shit do good on the back of whatever Kendrick got going on.
For what tour? He got some new music out.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Yeah, he has some new music. He just announced his tour in a whole nother country.
I really just think he needs to take a hiatus.
No, he don't know what that is because he light skinned. Light skinned people don't know what a hiatus is.
You just take a break.
They don't know. You know how I know?
Not like us. You need to wait like a good year.
You know how I know light skinned people don't understand that? Because I got a light skinned friend who made this list. And I personally don't believe this list was a good list to be on. This list states, and I quote, "Are you dating the same black guy?" So he made this list. And boy, not the fact that his face is front, face, and center on this list. The comments about this list are anonymous. So there's no profile to these comments. But they are people, and they are talking bad about him. Oh yeah, right. And I agree with a lot of them.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
he's light skinned. He do light skinned shit.
Wow.
Yeah, but she tried to group me into some shit that my wife tried to group me into, and I ain't got no parts of none of that. But this is what this person said.
Okay.
The Kickback Kings, right? Which is a group he's a part of. Mm-hmm. What do you think when you hear Kickback Kings? What's your thought?
They the kings of the kickback, so what's your spots?
Well, the Kickback Kings and a firefighter, he definitely be outside. Good luck, sis. That is the first comment. Mm-hmm. She was basically commenting to the comment. Yeah. Then this announcement person also agreed. You can't get me drunk to deal with a male firefighter or cop. Ain't met a faithful one yet. He is a firefighter.
It's true. It's very true.
Oh, wow. Why do you know?
I mean, I've worked in the city and the county. I've been around five, people and cops, and no, they're not loyal at all.
Oh shit,
they're not.
So if cops and firefighters are not loyal, why are we supposed to put our life in it? Oh shit!
As far as relationships and
okay, there you go. That's what I wanted you to do.
There you go.
All right. Okay, this one person right here. I want to get to the juicy shit. Fuck all these little. I don't know him like that, but from what I do know, he's not to be taken seriously. He's a party promoter who has groupies and doesn't seem like he's looking to settle down anytime soon. A good time, not a long time.
Party promoter got me. It was like, I think the thing with all of it, being a cop, being a firefighter, party promoter, you're going to be around a lot of women. A lot of different women going to be coming at you, and it's only if you have the self-discipline and self-control to be like, nah, I don't want you, to kick them off. If you're the type of person you just like, it's whatever.
So no,
you gon'
Why you look so ready?
Because you forgot the main part.
Oh, we the main part.
So she can add her tidbit on that.
What's the main part? Oh, the big package. What's the tidbit? What's the main part? Tell me the main part.
Go ahead.
It says he's got a very big dick and he's not afraid to show it. How do you feel when you hear that?
Well, there it is then. I mean, that certain type of females that's gonna be like, oh, okay, and they're gonna attract that. And I mean, if he's showing it, he wants that type of attention. So that says it all right there.
Okay, now this is the last one, and this is the biggest one. Because she claimed that she wasn't gonna get the business up while giving up the business. I'm talking about her shit was so long, it was like a fucking page. And I quote, she said, I'm surprised he finally made the list, right? That's what she said. She's surprised. But then she goes on to say he's a liar, right? When you start saying someone's a liar, it is personal now. He is a liar, right? Legit will lie about anything, right? He has terrible breath. His breath stinks, right? He always masks the smell, but it's still bad, right? He has 2 children. Now here's where it gets a little too far. When you could have left the kids out, but this is what she says. He has 2 children. One he often lies about even existing. That's what he said. That's what she said. She said he pays child support for his oldest. Bitch, if you don't want them to know who you are, ain't too many people I'm sure know that he's paying child support. So he's now narrowing it down. Right?
That oldest mama ain't gonna play. I went to school with her.
Yeah.
Everybody play with him.
He pays child support for his oldest. Not sure about the toddler. He always got strings of women. Don't believe anything he says. He will become whatever you want him to be. Now, I will tell you this. That is most men that's trying to get your pussy. If you go to church, we go to church together. The Bible says, come as one. Yeah. When a 1 or 2 are gathered together in his name, won't he do it?
He will.
And yes, he did.
Discernment, it gotta be there.
Okay.
It gotta be there.
I'm glad you added context.
I got a couple of things on the slide.
Okay. He will become wherever you want him to be. If you're into church, now he's too kinda. His type He is the type to do things because he knows that the woman like it, not because he's a genuine guy. He will definitely give you a forehead kiss. Ooh. What you say about the forehead kiss?
No, don't let them do that because that's the trick right there. Don't do that.
Gotcha, right?
No, yeah.
Gotcha.
That's the thing though. It's just a lot of things, and I don't know the females that have dated him if they have been naive or if possibly they was just ignoring the stuff. It's just a lot of red flags I'm just seeing going off just from reading this. First of all, cop firefighter, party promoter, right there was 3.
Okay, so
It's about 3 of them. But I would have been like, wait a minute.
But she's not finished. She's not finished. She said, "I will definitely give you. He will definitely give you a forehead kiss on the first date because he's such a gentleman. I have so much tea," is what she said. She had so much. She just gave you a lot. I feel like the child, the going to church and the kissing, the 2 children, or the child support. Oh, I have so much tea. Check his phone, sis. This man is lying to you and at least 2 other women. So not only now, she will tell you, oh, while he's talking to you, he got 2 other women he's talking to.
Do we have some background of how long she dated him?
Oh no, she's not gonna tell you that because she don't want to give you up that tea. But you can tell this. It's been more than 2 years. For her to know this, he has an older child and a toddler.
I mean, if you do some digging though, that doesn't take 2 years to find out.
Okay.
If you're like a really good social media investigator like myself, you can find certain things before. Gotta do some digging.
Oh man, here's the one. Here's the one I think really gonna get you. Anything for compliments. If he sends you a nude, tell him to say your name or make it personal. What does that mean? Because he's gonna send that bitch to everybody. That's what she said.
I mean, there's just so many things I have to ask. Okay, we can see that he ain't.
Oh no, it gets worse.
There's still more.
She called him a stalker, basically. He will study you, buy you trinkets to get you caught up, then boom, you're added to his stable.
Not stable.
He is a getwit, very much a follower. Him and all the kickback kings are unfaithful. None of the men he hangs around are faithful. None of the men. I'm talking about not one single man he hangs around is faithful. I don't hang around him. My God don't miss on me. I don't want
but you know him though, right?
No one's personally. To know him is not to love him.
No, since they was kids.
So if you're dealing with a friend of his, just know, sis, check his phone. My wife commits to say,
friend?
No.
That's an associate. No, that is literally like an associate. Okay. They used to be friends, but it showed many ways that's why he should remain an associate.
Okay.
But they've known each other since they were kids.
Yeah.
Like no family, grandma, mother, since they were kids. So
I don't slept in his house.
When he was saying this stuff, whatever, and he was reading this to me, and I'm like, he said he's still on the forehead kiss. I died.
Wow.
I died.
That's his MO. That's his.
Oh yeah, that's the. Hey, when I tell you about
died,
he's a smooth criminal.
But babe, sis this was her opportunity to get this off her chest.
Yeah.
And whoever she is, I'm quite sure he knows who she is.
By now.
Like, cause she done did all that.
Okay.
Like, and you done gave personal work. Like, you could have just kept going with him. Mm-hmm. But they go about the kids and all that stuff, whatever. Like, some people don't involve their kids and stuff because they don't know. People are crazy now.
But hurt people hurt people.
That is true.
Right? Yeah. So what's all your thoughts? I'm done. I don't give it up. Wow. Do you feel like she went too far?
Obviously, she was hurt. She had to get a lot of things off her chest, but in some sense, I kind of want to know the background of what her dating situation is because it's just so many red flags that I just saw just reading it.
Yeah, because you also gonna be like, girl, you stupid. That's the type of man you go for.
You know, I didn't want to say it like that.
Oh, say it. You can say it. I'm gonna say it. Bitch,
I wouldn't say
stupid.
she's stupid.
The fact that
maybe she's
misguided, huh?
Maybe she's just naive in dating. You know what I'm saying? I would say I'll put my own personal story out there.
Or she not led by God.
Listen, okay? Because if you're praying, Let's crank that up a little bit.
Seriously, he'll reveal you.
Because let me tell you something. I said a prayer one time and I was just like, God, this man's not for me. Remove him out my life.
I remember that prayer. I felt like I was close to that prayer.
And when I tell you, within 2 to 3 business days,
oh yeah,
I got ghosted.
Because when she told me about this dude, she prayed about God revealing it.
I did.
I was like,
He don't play about that. When you ask God to remove somebody out your life, keep certain people away from you, it's like a protection. That'd be like, no, okay, well, I'll do it.
But also, while you were sitting out there talking to my family about me saying things about we don't tell each other the things that we need to say, that'd be the type of things that I don't want to be saying because I'm the brother in this shit, and I think, oh man, it's game. But I'm like, also, I want to leave room and space for you to figure it out, so you know what to look forward to. So certain things is just like we just don't need to tell one another. But that thing right there, I knew it wasn't gonna take you long to figure that shit out. That nigga was playing he was too in and out.
Yeah. I think it takes time too, because it's like I don't know what her situation is, but sometimes it's not even that you're stupid. It's just maybe you haven't had a lot of experience in dating, or there are red flags and things that you ignore because it's something that you want so bad. You want a good relationship so bad that you are willing to ignore all the red flags, or you feel like you can change that person.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, maybe she was just ignoring a lot of things. But I wouldn't call her stupid. I would just say, given a spiritual take, you gotta pray. You gotta pray because you never know. He's a good actor. He got an MO. He got a whole pattern going on to where he get these. When the kickback kinks, I mean, they got a whole thing going on. So you have to, I don't know. You got to figure out what you want, where you at in life, as far as what you want for a relationship or dating, and then lead by that kind of. But yeah, I mean, she need to get back to it. She get back in the dating world. It's okay. It's a lesson. It's a lesson learned. Don't be bitter about it. Don't be stressed out.
You can't tell her to be bitter about it now. She gonna run back out that power.
She gotta let it go.
The bitterness has been shown to the public.
That last person he was talking about, I had followed him, everything, because you gotta let it go.
I'll also tell you this. I went to look up this said group. The creator of this group, he has a keen idea of who that person was. Because you have to request to be in this group and then be accepted into this group. And there's a list of people there. I'm sure he knows exactly. But I'll take it a step further. I remember there was a bad actor that attacked another sibling of ours.
Okay.
You know about that one too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to nip that shit in the bud. Although you want. Do you know about it? Do you want to tell or you want me to tell?
You can go ahead and tell.
Yeah. Courtney was talking to Ro. You remember that?
No. Hold up, I thought this was going to be a different story.
How the fuck you remember that?
Sound of the play? Right, I thought this was a whole different story with a different sister.
Yeah. I shut that shit down. I shut that. I called went up and quick. It took a Facebook friend.
Wait a minute, but what mode was Courtney in?
Oh, she was in that mode.
Because if she was in that mode,
yeah, she was in that mode.
She would have been affected by it. She wasn't serious about him.
No, but she was serious about that. You know how?
So you was blocking.
Oh, blocking like shit.
Why you had to? So it won't gonna be nothing to it but that you block.
No.
Oh, that's the type of guy you just
that needs to be blocked.
He a kickback king too.
That needs to be blocked. Cause baby,
we ain't gonna go that far. I'm just gonna say he's a kickback king.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm just no.
Yeah, I'm surprised she ain't know. I thought I told you.
No.
Yeah. No. The God I serve. He's a way maker.
Okay.
I'm the way.
I hear the dating.
He used me to make him.
The dating pool got a lot of pins.
That's why I'm not dating. It's just me and Jesus.
Oh God.
It's just me and Jesus. I'm done. Oh, I won't say I'm done.
Oh, you're not done.
I would just say I'm not out here searching no more.
Okay. You're gonna let him come to you.
If he come at the grocery store, at church, at work, or something like that, I'll talk to him.
Keep your eyes wider at the church.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel that we here on that.
Them jokers they worse than some of us worldly.
Listen, I know it.
You talking about I cuss a lot.
I know it's two sides to everybody, but
These
no,
niggas could be motherfucking sour patches.
Yeah, I'm chilling on dating.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of crazy people out here too.
All right, if you guys don't have anything else to add to episode 178, I am done. I feel like we hit it from every corner. I really appreciate you for joining this podcast. I know it seemed at the beginning that I didn't want you here, and it felt that way. But that is what you have to do to get greatness on camera and on audio. You gotta make things seem bad before they get good. And this has been episode 178, MTMJ Podcast with the White. And we out. Peace.